back on site bright and early. Frosty 25 degrees here. Letting things warm up, de-thawed, just fueled up the machines. Gonna box out this entrance out in the front here. I got the guy to help me bring this up yesterday is going to bring me a load of stone, get that construction entrance put in, just so we're not making mud, because this is all red clay just under the surface. Again, this is all fill here. I don't even have my winter apparel because it's not winter. But I found this hat in the excavator in the back, so dirty and grubby old logo hat. It'll work. The dome was cold this morning. All right, this is the house that we're putting in. As you see, it's tucked in this hill. This over here is basically where the machine's sitting. But you know, these elevations really don't match what we have here. I mean, we gotta dictate what's going on, but you see there's just it's just plopped in, no landscape, just boulders everywhere. And this, to get these boulders, I mean, this is 30 feet difference from the back of the house to here all day. So we're not contracted to do none of this, no landscape or anything. We're just putting in the foundation of the house. So here we have an isometric diagram of the house, or a sketch, a print, whatever you want to call it. These piers, I mean, like I said, could be 20 feet tall. Who knows? I mean, that drops off, the elevation drops off severely here. But there's a lot of steps in here, a lot of steps in the tops of the walls, which don't make on my end. My end is just the frost walls down in here, the step, and then the steps coming into the garage. But pretty intricate foundation, to say the least, with this type of elevation, for sure. All right, just cutting the driveway in. Already got an inch of frost that's already here. Just a flash frost, hopefully. Well, 3/4 of an inch, I would say, anyways. Looks like someone already put a little bit of gravel down, and you can see the change color right there to the red clay. So just getting this 1/2 inch of grass off before we put the stone down, just to make a nice transition and keep everything clean. Again, it's just going to be a small construction entrance for now, because the garage of the house is right off this edge. You know, it's right off, right here. You're going into the garage, so just taking this overburden and throwing it off the ledge in the middle of the house. Hey! Lordy, lordy. Ouch. We're not starting this one too good, are we? This is my good GoPro too. All right, that's boxed out, waiting on stone. That's as far as we could go. Blah, blah, blah. Simple, easy. Waiting on a site plan as far as getting this pinned out. There's no sense in grubbing, because there's no grubbing. There's a 1/2 inch of grass here, you know, and like I said, it's all getting thrown over. I think we're at a standstill. All right, here's my stone. Nice and nice. Get her off. All right, stone is dropped off. This will give us a clean access. one construction entrance done. Just cleaned up the road a little bit. Should work well. Suitable. Nice and nice. All right. Waiting on the foundation to be pinned, so I'm just gonna just cut a notch in this cliff, and I'm gonna walk down and just clean up along this edge. I gotta try to shelf myself in here. I mean, I just reached over from the top here where the house is to the bottom. My boom didn't even reach the bottom to move anything, and that was 20 some feet off, so whatever. Gotta go off the edge, and then I'm gonna just make myself a bench once I get down there on stable ground and keep it all material like this. Gotta be careful of the big rocks rolling. Obviously we got houses all down there, and you know, they start rolling, they go. So gotta have patience and whatnot. But let's get her off this cliff first. Of course, I got my seatbelt on. Nothing to it, just bring it on down. Keep your boom in front of you. Sitting straight up in the seat about now. She's starting to slide. It's alright. See, these rocks under here is what makes you want to slide. Get them out of the way for now. Oh yeah, she's just sliding. There goes my drink. That could stay. I'm just trying to get as minimal amount that I can, because over here I'm not even supposed to disturb. I just keep trying to get in front of the where the house is gonna go. I gotta get these rocks covered. The dirt covered these rocks so I don't slip. Let's just do what we gotta do down here. Move some of this debris. See, that's what I'm worried about, rocks. Now that's just a piece of wood and it's gonna stop right there in the drainage. Hopefully, yes. But that, you know, you get rocks to get going, and there goes another one. Stay there, boy. Alright guys, I'm still benching in here, just trying to get this dirt the best I can, like this, so I can get my excavator on it. You can see how angled I am. Look at my bucket, how tilted it is. I'm right out of the seat. I got my seatbelt on holding me. And I'm sitting on some boulders here, but I gotta get this machine up and spun. Let's get up and spun up on my pad that is built. Even though it's not level, it's just stable for now until I get it level. Work my way back around this way a little bit more, see what I got. Try to straighten this out so I can get back up and out of here too. Level this. Again, leveling up on rocks isn't ideal, but that's all I got for now. Have a road to get stone in down here in the basement and all that. I tried getting a slinger truck. Nobody's got one around. They used to have one here, but not no more. So one little stumpy out. At least know if we got a stump. I don't know. That can't be virgin ground yet. I know this hill that's all fill up there, but maybe this part is. No clue. Just gonna put these with the other stumps for now. We're not touching those bigger stumps there. They're out of the envelope. But if you could just see the wall I got here, that just goes to show you. It's a 15-footer all day. I cut into the side of this hill. Work my way back onto this. And come back around and fix this. So you keep getting it where you want it. And save across. I know the walkout somewhere right here, so gotta get this fill out of there anyways. I don't know if these trees right here gotta go. They say they can't take any more trees down, but you tell me. This dirt's gonna be right up against it by the time we dig. But we gotta get out of here. Grab old, oh, she's rotted. Really rotted. Set this guy somewhere. Set this guy here for now. And I think I'm just gonna work my way to that next hill right there, which would be the garage. That was buried, you know. This site is got some issues, man. We got some water dumping out of this bank severely. I just hit right by this root, like right here. Watch, it gets super wet when I open that up right there. It's running in from somewhere, and I'm not comfortable. Well, we'll play it. We'll wait till the surveyor gets here and we'll brainstorm. But this lot's been filled, as I can. They said it was 3 to 6 feet, but over in this corner, I'm gonna say it's 20 feet. So there's got to be some discussion here. So obviously, when I'm making my bench, ideally you want to make this cut lower than this fill right here, because it's going to settle. That's all fill. So you make this a good 8 inches lower, and then the machine will find its level. So right there is a different colored dirt. That is probably natural grade right here, because there's a, I don't know, different colored dirt. That's what I'm gonna go by right now, but we'll know once we really dig into it. I'm just skimming it right now because Just trying to get a bench going across, clean out these stumps, and get a plan going until my surveyor gets here. So this is over here by the garage. This is where I thought the fill was super deep. And we'll know right here by carving down, because this is a pretty good mature tree. We will ride this tree down to the stump, and that should give me an idea of what we got. So far we got a good 3 foot to the backside. Obviously look above, there's another 10 feet above that. So if I had to guess, this is 20 foot of fill from bottom to top, but we're gonna find out very shortly. And I'll leave this open just so surveyor could see it. We got some black top up against it. Back up, use this for my road. Over in this area. I think I know why too. Look at that water running out of there. Woo-hee! I knew it. I knew I'd find that. I'll show you that in a little bit. Yeah, this is not a good situation here. I would like to take the D51 and push this whole hill right off. Start from fresh. And that may be the case. I just don't, I can't make that call. So like I said, if you look at the bottom over here, down over here to the top, way up there, we're 25 feet all day. And this was, like I said, right about where the bucket is supposed to be the corner of the garage on a 4 foot wall. Not gonna happen, boss. Wherever that bucket is, not gonna happen. We got, that's 15 foot above my head now, so. And we got severe water coming out. Let me get you down there so you guys can see that. I don't know if you can pick it up. See water coming out of that bank? Well, up above there's a rip-rap deal, and I asked the guy, I said, what is this? Is it a culvert? And he goes, no, that's just, we're gonna fill that in. I said, you can't fill that in. That water's going somewhere. It's going right through this fill and out here, so it would be going through the middle of the house. So that has to get addressed. All right, let me show you this water issue. Heading to lunch right now. As you see this bank, I don't know if you could tell really how tall that is, but it's tall. Look at the water coming out of this hole. Running clear. But it's gonna fill this and cause big issues anyways. When I get back from lunch, I'll just make it so it goes off the embankment. We're cut in good. I feel stable up here. It's fine. Just got to get a plan. View from up above. So I'll show you where this water's coming from. And that was one of my first questions when I got here. Looking at the job, I go, what is this rip-rap deal holding water, and it's running clean water? Where's it go? And supposedly it was a retention, or it goes nowhere, it just sits here and dissipates. Well, obviously it's straight across, it dissipates through here, and that's where the house is, no go. He wants to fill it, but even at filling it, what do we where are we gonna go with the water? So gonna have to address that when the time comes, because water's still gonna come through here. Obviously we fill this, we may be able to get it out back through here, culvert, we don't know yet. Little update, we've been contemplating with one of the GCs here and trying to figure out where virgin ground is and whatnot. I took measurements. We're 16 foot from this dirt here, which is red color, is the virgin that I dug, and I kind of did like a little bench shelf here just to make sure. This right here is virgin ground where them teeth are. So I made this little cut going across. But that's 16 foot to the top. It's gonna freeze tonight anyway. It's getting 23. I'll never get out of here in the morning, and I'm gonna have to get this machine out. I actually slid down this. The tracks don't even show track marks in it. So I kind of slid down. Hopefully I can get back out. It's, like I said, it's steeper than what it looks on camera. But I'm gonna clean this up anyways, where I just disturbed that bank, and it seems like we got a little bit of plan going. We still gotta get the surveyor here to pin everything out, and there may be a structural engineer on board too, to see what we got to do for a cut and a fill and whatnot. Like I said, in the field things always change, and it just kind of stinks that it's changing on this project because we're hurting for time as it is with the weather. So I'll check back with you guys when I lock the door. Well, at the end of the day, not much done. Basically exploratory. Got that first bench in anyways. That is our frost wall height. We just determined, because it is virgin ground, we just got to know our elevations because of the amount of fill that's in here. So we are going to put that foundation right at virgin ground there. Maybe a 6 foot or an 8 foot foundation first as a frost wall, and then stack another 9 on top of that. You know, other than that, then we could do double stack 16 foot with a 4 foot frost wall. We get 20 feet if we had to over here, but we're trying not to do that. So we're trying to move this house this way. We'll find out. I mean, time will tell. Like I said, this is the stuff that happens in the field all the time. Not all the time, but when you're on a site like this, you know, it's number one, fill site, 2, steep slope. So things didn't work out like they should have on paper, but going back to the drawing board, and like I said, wasn't a wasted day. Got that driveway in, the access road, and just got things situated. So hopefully back on site soon once we get the green light and some elevations, and we'll start ripping and tearing this place. All right, guys.